Everybody to today's topic around sex. So, we're going to be talking about low sex drive today. And I know that I'm not the only one that has dealt with not being interested in having sex. And this can come up for a lot of different reasons. And so, we're going to be talking about that today. So, low sex drive is also known as low libido, and it can be influenced by a lot of different factors, including physical, psychological, and even emotional elements. So it's essential to approach this issue with a lot of patience on your end and a willingness to explore potential causes and solutions. Again, every single woman is going to be affected in this way for many different reasons that might be different than yours. So, your sex drive might be from an emotional element. You might have a friend that you're talking to, and she might have a reason that is more physical, that it requires medical attention. So, when it comes to low sex drive, make sure that you're not comparing yourself with anybody, that you strictly focus on yourself so that you can figure out a way to bring your sex drive back so that you and your partner are feeling connected again. All right. So, I'm going to give you some tips for starting to address this low sex drive thing that comes up before baby, after baby, perimenopause, menopause, all different times in a woman's life. This can come up at any time. And it's important to be in tune with your body to understand all the different changes that can happen over the years. So, spend a lot of time with yourself every couple of years to make sure that your sex drive is where it has been before or where you want it to be. Okay. So, the first thing that I want to recommend to you is that you communicate your low sex drive with your partner. Let them know, okay, this is like what's happening. I need you to understand, though, it has nothing to do with you as a person, unless it does, which we're going to talk about that in a minute. But for the most part, like, this is my body. This is what is happening to me. Has nothing to do with my love for you or nothing like that. But you do need to be open about it and you need to communicate honestly. It's so crucial. Talk about your concerns, talk about your feelings, talk about your desires. Make sure that you both understand each other's needs and expectations. Because if you don't understand each other's needs and expectations, you or your partner might not even be craving sex because, in your mind or his mind, either one of you might be thinking, what's the point of us even having sex? Because he never meets my needs. She never meets my needs. Or we've talked about our needs and our desires and what I would like to have happen in the bedroom to create pleasure and being able to climax and all those things, but they're not listening. And I brought this up over and over and over and over again, and they're still not giving me what I need to be able to climax. So sometimes that in itself can make a woman not even want to have sex with her husband because she's like, well, he doesn't even listen. He doesn't even do what I ask. So forget him. I'm just going to take care of myself. This comes up all the time. So that's the first tip. The second thing that I really want to recommend to you is, a lot of times low sex drive is a physical issue. So sometimes it's emotional, like we just talked about, but other times it can be physical or medical. So if your low sex drive is causing stress or it's impacting your relationship, please go and talk to your doctor. Your doctor will help you to identify potential underlying medical conditions or hormonal imbalances that may be contributing to your low sex drive. That's really, really important. Another thing that goes with talking to your doctor is understanding that sometimes medications that you're on can cause low sex drive. If you have insomnia, you're not getting a lot of sleep, that can cause low sex drive. Hormones. So, hormone imbalances, that can come from a lot of different things. If you're not sleeping well, your hormones are going to be imbalanced. If you are PMSing, obviously your hormones are going to be imbalanced. If you're pregnant or just had a baby, your hormones are going to be imbalanced. All right. Gosh, also, there's so many things that this could go underneath the medical thing. So I would also say too, if you are dieting, if you've just started a new food plan or exercise regimen, sometimes that in itself could impact your sex drive as your body is getting used to this new eating plan and this new way of health. So, in the long run, yes, eating healthy and exercising is going to balance out your hormones, but initially, your body will go into a shock phase that most people don't talk about when you are working with a health coach or whatever. Because I've been a health coach and I've had my own 100-pound weight loss like 12 years ago, I saw this in myself. So, this type of thing can impact your sex drive. So just understand that there's a lot of different things that could impact the medical side of things, and you want to make sure that you're talking to your healthcare professional. Okay. The other tip that I have for you with low sex drive is you really need to learn how to manage your own stress. High stress levels can significantly impact your sex drive. So you want to make sure that you have stress management techniques that you're using every day, like deep meditation, deep breathing, yoga, regular exercise that does help to reduce stress and improve your overall well-being. All right. So huge. Man, I remember this lady that I worked with a couple of years ago. She was so strong and independent, like many of you. And she had her fair share of life challenges. As the years passed, she noticed something really, really troubling because she used to have a really high sex drive and it just dissipated. And she couldn't put a finger on the exact moment that it happened, but it seemed like her desire for intimacy had slowly faded away. And it was leaving her really disconnected from her partner. And her partner was taking it personally. He thought that she didn't find him attractive, that she had fallen out of love with him, that she might have been stepping out on him. It was really, really difficult for her. And at first, she thought that it was just this phase, something that she could overcome on her own. But as time went on and her relationship began to suffer, the distance between her and her partner got so big. And what used to be this passionate connection that she used to have with her husband, it turned into this roommate-like existence. They still loved each other really deeply, but they soon realized that they were trapped in a sexless marriage, and they both did not want that. And I'm telling you right now, Sarah's story, it's not unique. Most women just like her are facing these similar challenges in their relationships and in their marriage. The crucial part, though, is that you don't have to wait until your connection with your partner erodes further. You don't have to resign or kick back into the sexless relationship. As a sex coach, I've helped women just like Sarah to reignite their desire, to improve their sexual confidence, and rebuild the intimacy that they thought was lost forever. So if this is you, please do not wait until it's so late in the game that your partner is now craving to cheat or to watch porn or to even give you divorce papers. Okay. So you need to take the first step towards reclaiming your passion and your connection and your happiness with your partner. So let's work together to discover your personal reasons, because again, every single woman's reason behind low sex drive is totally different from yours. So let's work together to discover your reason behind your low sex drive. And together, let's address any underlying issues and create an individualized, customized plan to reignite the flame in your relationship. So don't let time pass you by. Reach out today. Send me a message, back channel me, send a smoke signal, like whatever you got to do. And let's embark on this amazing journey together. Your love life deserves it, and so do you. Okay. We can overcome this together. All right. Okay. So the next tip that I have for you, if you're going through a period of low sex drive, is you need to avoid excessive alcohol and substance use. So many of us don't understand that even one drink, so it doesn't even have to be like you're getting drunk. It could just be one drink or one hit of THC. I mean, it doesn't even have to be a lot. Our bodies sometimes can't handle anything extra that throws off or imbalances how our internal body is working. So alcohol and drug use can impair sexual function and desire. So I would highly recommend that you limit your consumption, or if you need to, seek help if you believe that substance use is impacting your libido. There are so many programs for women. You don't have to do this alone. Okay. All right. The next tip I have for you to bring back your sex drive is to just focus on emotional intimacy. So sometimes fostering emotional intimacy can lead to improved sexual desire. So I would recommend that you engage in non-sexual touch activities that will help you to feel connected emotionally and spiritually with your partner. You can cuddle, you can hold hands, you can massage each other's feet, you can go on walks, you can share meaningful conversations, you can focus on romance, giving gifts back and forth, making sure that each other knows that you love them, that you're loved. So focus on those types of intimacy, because a lot of times as women, especially, if we don't feel an emotional connection first, we don't desire our husbands. As women, we have to feel the emotional connection, right, ladies? We have to feel the emotional connection first for us to even get turned on, where the juices are flowing in us, in our vagina area. We have to have emotional connection first before we get juicy. Okay. And a lot of times our husbands or our partners don't realize that, because for them as a man, they can boop, turn it on, get hard, and then boom, they're going at it. It's so much easier for guys. For women, we have to be warmed up first. We have to be mentally stimulated. We have to be emotionally stimulated. We have to feel wanted and needed and desired, and having that emotional and spiritual bond, praying together, reading the Bible together. All of these non-sexual activities can spark the emotional connection. And then we're starting to look at our partners and our husbands as a sexual being again, where then we're craving them and we're getting turned on by them again. All right. Okay, so those are my tips for today. Remember that the underlying cause of low sex drive varies from person to person, and what works for you or one individual may not work for somebody else. So consulting a healthcare provider, contacting a therapist like myself, we can provide personalized guidance to address your specific situation. So reach out today. Don't do this alone. Let's bring back your sexy. Let's spark that. Let's spark that sexy feeling again. Let's get you craving sex again, because God wants you to have an abundance of sexual pleasure in your life. It's a part of how our bodies were created to experience life. So don't miss out on this piece, all right? Thank you so much for being here, and I will talk with you soon. Take care. Bye.